friend of ours, and also we're launching a super cool collaboration with him. And if you haven't already tried the Out West products, you will after today, for sure. And we're going to talk a little bit more about Way Out West.
Yes.
And why we love it, and what it's all about. But I think John, thank you for joining.
Thank you.
But first, I think we want to talk first about this sort of, I don't like saying the unlikely partnership, because now, I know so well of why it makes sense, but a lot of people want to know, how did this come about? When we met in 2015, like how and why? Do you want to share a little bit about that with everyone?
Yeah. I started taking more control of my day-to-day life, and sort of, I had made it as a musician, and I was really proud of that. And I had, done really well in that department. And I started looking around at other elements of my life and going, how do I do better in these other, I was overdeveloped in some categories and underdeveloped in others. Well, how do I become more well-rounded? And I started asking my more well-rounded friends, how do you do that? How do you do this? And I really got into the skill set of being a complete human being. Can you believe it? And one of those was like, I don't know, keeping a clean house, both metaphorically and literally. And there just became something real. Of course, I got really deep into fashion. I got really deep into the culture of fashion. And then I got into the culture of caring for your stuff, not just endlessly procuring more of it. And I really got into enjoying what it was that I owned even more by being a part of taking care of it. It's really fun to rip the wrapping off of something. It's really fun.
Right.
It's really fun to throw it on and go out for the first time with it and catch that first pop of a thing. But the way my mind works is it gets really into the subtleties and the specifics of things. It's just how my fans know that I get super down in the weeds with stuff. And I found that the best way to appreciate what you already had, so that you sort of don't lose appreciation of it, is to keep taking care of it and be responsible for taking care of it. And I got into doing laundry. And I think the first time you were exposed to that with me was me doing a Snapchat.
Yeah, when we saw you doing Snapchat and Instagram Live, and not Instagram Live, excuse me, on Instagram, washing in, I think, the Carlisle or somewhere, in a sink.
Yes.
Using our whites detergent.
Yeah.
I thought,
super
this is awesome. Like, I thought I was the only one that did that,
For me, it probably is a metaphor, I think, when such a part of a bigger thing on the road, and everything's done, and everything's done in this big machine, and you're not quite sure how it works, and you basically pulled where they take you, and to be responsible in the middle of the night after you've played for 15,000 people to just clean up your own stuff.
Like you said, I like how you say it's just having that control over something that's like this kind of nostalgic and makes you feel like you're at home, and doing it on your own, like, versus just sending it out and not knowing where it's going, when it's coming back,
right,
what it's going to look like or smell like,
I mean, there's an amazing thing that happens once you realize that you yourself can completely reset something you wore to pristine condition by yourself. I grew up looking at laundry like, don't create more laundry. Whatever you can ever put this in a hamper, someone's going to notice that you made the pile bigger. And
right,
it just sort of frees you up when you know that you can wear. Do you know that the shirt you're wearing today, you could wear tomorrow and have it cleaned in between those two moments in time?
Yeah, and if you have that favorite shirt, you want that. You want that.
We all know the excitement of getting the front line shirt back. We all have our top of the pile shirt. The one always go to first when it comes back. You can,
Or the jeans
anytime,
that you have, right?
anytime you want. It's all in-house. You could do it in-house. You just decide, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And it stops this weird cycle of dependency on both retailers and other people to do laundry, like dry cleaning. Like when I first found out that you don't need to dry clean everything that says dry clean only.
Yeah.
I think there's people hearing that for the first time right now. Wait a minute, it says dry clean only. Well,
It's mind blowing to people because again, laundry, you only knew what you knew. There was not enough education on it either. Like you just went to the dry cleaner if it said dry clean only, and then you washed the things that just said wash. That was it.
And will you explain? Because I think we've got a lot of people from my world of Instagram.
Yeah.
Clickbait, let's say, is you don't have to dry clean everything that says dry clean only. Explain to my viewers.
Sure.
On how that's how we go.
Yeah. So what we do is ignore the dry clean only label completely. You want to look at the fabric care, what fabric it is. So if it's washable fabric like cotton, linen, which most fabrics actually are washable, it comes down to, aside from suede and leather, I know we talked a little bit about leather and suede, but it's all about the construction of the piece. So a suit jacket, if you stick that in the machine, it's going to be all wonky when you pull it out because it has like the shoulder pads or has lining inside. So things with really tough construction, when I say construction, so things that other than like a t-shirt, jeans, and your basic button-down shirt, all that stuff can be washed. And actually, it should be washed because it'll be in your closet a lot longer. Right. Like talking about that, you saying you have 3 t-shirts on the road, like you want those t-shirts to last you for a long time without falling apart.
Again, I should say 2 products. Will you remind people who are just tuning in what it is?
Yeah.
Both.
So we're talking about Way Out West, the detergent and fabric fresh. Our new product launch, exclusively available now today for all of you watching only. So you definitely want to, I'm going to pin a few of the products now too, so you can.
And for the kids, why don't we hold these up and you can screenshot these and sell these as an NFT if you like.
Here you go.
Work it out with yourselves as to which screen frame you use. I'd like to have you sell one of each as an NFT is.
No pressure. No. So we're talking about Way Out West, and it's a super collaboration, a really cool collaboration that we did together. And I love how, John, you were so hands-on with everything with this. Literally washing with it, smelling it, giving feedback on the scent, the label. I want you to talk a little bit about, and that's even your shirt or jacket that's on.
Yeah, that's the fabric from one of my jackets.
Yeah.
Little bit of a soft kind of fabric-like feel to the look of it. And it's got a scent that I think is perfect. I really do. When you take the cap off and give it a whiff, it's really, really great. And there are probably some people out there going, why would you be doing this? I'm legitimately into laundry. I'm legitimately into having fun making great products. They have to be great, or else there's not, to me, it's really nothing to be done with it. And when I opened this up about a week and a half ago, I opened the box and I took the lid off, the cap off, and I took off the seal and I smelled it. And I went, people are going to totally get it, that this is a labor of love, and it really, really worked out. And I think it's kind of a secret weapon for people who want to both care for their own stuff in a little more of a hands-on way, and also on a fragrance level. It's sort of like the perfect solution to how to have a scent but not be so intensely perfumed that it draws attention to yourself.
Well, you don't need cologne or perfume with this. You can just wear this.
Yep. And we all be the person that someone comes up to and says, "You smell great. What is that?" And I go, I don't have anything sprayed on. And they start pulling. Is it your hair? Let me smell. No. Is it, oh, it's your shirt. You go like this. Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know. But you did know. Fadia's room. Fadia was amazed that I had a collab with the laundress because she's a fan of the laundress. Mr. Mort is here. He is a style guru with features in the New York Times, among many other places. He's asking, I believe he asked, could it be used? Wait, what did he just ask? He just said, can it be used on the body too as a shampoo? I don't believe that way.
It's gentle, but I would steer away from it
Steer away.
On your body, your clothing only.
Yes.
Yeah. And we also have we have a couple other questions if I can kind of pepper them in. Do you mind, John, if I do that? We have something from Ginger Durante. She's saying on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love Laundry Day?
I'm going to say 10. That's a little. I mean, it is 8.
Okay.
10 makes
That's
me sound
high.
like a shit. I mean, an 8. I'm very excited. I mean, I think other things should be reserved for 10s. Birthdays, the birth of a child.
Okay, it's fair.
When
you're going in that, you're comparing against that. That makes sense. It should be an 8. Be an 8.
By the way, I think anyone watching this would say an 8 day. 8 is the new 10 for days.
Yes. And the scent. I want to talk about the scent because I love just all of the different notes. It's like, it's so fitting for you, you know, in the way that you write your music. I feel like that's the notes of the scent are really beautiful. The amorous, there's a cedar note that's, long lasting.
It's not.
What's that? No, not soapy at all.
Soapiness to it.
No floralness, no soapiness. It's just, it's this long lasting scent, which I love, which is what I love. So you have the experience out of the bottle, but then after you wash with it, it takes on another transformation, another version of it. So it's nice and soft, but sticking is what it's really robust. So it lasts.
It's a wonderful way to have a signature scent when you go out into the world that's coming from the fibers of your clothes out instead of being applied one place. And of course, knowing that the shirt you're wearing is brought back to life by you yourself puts you in control of when it's again. Suddenly, things you only wore to dinner and home, maybe not time to wash yet. We know washing each piece takes a few minutes. So then now all of a sudden, because I am now responsible for the life cycles of each piece that I own, I can come back from a 2-3 hour dinner and go, there's still life on that. I'm going to hang it back up. And I can also decide that sometimes I'm going to wash it again. Sometimes I get hot to wash things just to give them a little more, just to get them further down the road of getting that awesome washed in vibe,
And you can spray it too. Let's not forget. The Fabric Fresh spray in our new scent, Way Out West. For those of you who are just joining, this is we're talking a little bit about how it's a room scent too. You can use it on your clothing, spray your bed when you're traveling, or chairs, furniture, anything. But I love using this. This is great for if you're going out. Restaurant smells the next day, you're like, oh shoot, I need to wear that jacket again.
Some of the best restaurants in the world leave lingering smells.
All of them. Yeah.
Don't understand it. It's just, it's another one of those things as you get older that gives that much more depth and control of your life. And it's just another aspect of responsibility, but not in a negative way. Like, I love clothes. I love being a consumer. And there's nothing more I love than finding out that the things I already own have more to them. And the way you do that is by realizing, oh, I can wash this myself and get so much more out of this. I think we all are kind of looking at the stuff we already own going, how do I get more out of this? And I'm starting to see people more people just taking things we already own and being responsible for extending the life of them is a really, I think it's the next logical step after years and years of add to cart, 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 add to cart. Go, well, I have these things that I like. I don't need to buy clean laundry.
Right. I don't need to have that, pull that item out of a package and wear it that evening, you know, that even though you should wash it.
Yes, I do not. I want to live in a world where things come to me clean, where something new is. I don't like the idea that something new is not clean. I probably should. I also don't necessarily always wash fruit.
Okay. Dirty little secrets. That's okay. Sometimes I eat an apple off of the tree, so
You know,
it's all right. We're here. We're still here.
Yes. Gotcha.
We have another question. Can I ask for you? Is there a song from Sob Rock that resembles the scent that you'd like to share with us?
I'm going to say that if you were to get this product and you were to uncap it and you were to just take a toot, you would have the same olfactory experience that you had auditory with regard to the song Wild Blue. Because it's crisp on top, on the bottom. And you know, as the kids say, myself included, it's a vibe.
It is.
It is a vibe.
I love that.
It is a vibe. It is a scent that is thoughtful, that is really, I mean, you did a lot of work translating my John speak science of scent creation. And there's something about it that is so smart. It's not detergent. It's almost strange to say that it's detergent. It does not have a detergent smell. It has almost like a room fragrance smell to it. That's really, really smart. It doesn't smell blue and green. It doesn't smell like a color. It smells like a thing. It smells like a feeling. It's really, again, if there are people watching this going, is he trolling us by laundry detergent? I promise you, when you open it up and smell it, you go, it's great. It's great. And of course, let's see people say, I didn't think it would be great, but it's great.
Wait until you use it. I mean, you're never going to look back once you start using it and trying it, and it changes your whole view on laundry and your experience. And like,
you'll start hiding this from other people who don't appreciate
that's
it.
That's right. That roommate.
Yeah. The new argument won't be who ate the yolk. It will be who used some of my detergent.
That's right.
They didn't. They were using it on. Yeah.
Who took my detergent? Definitely. Okay, we have another. Let's see. Do you hand wash all of your clothes? Asked Caroline Clemens. She's asking. And how do you do laundry when you're on tour? So we talked a little bit about that, but you probably don't hand wash all your laundry.
I don't laundry. So towels, they're industrial. I won't get too Curb Your Enthusiasm on towels, but they industrial, and you can do whatever you want with a towel. And in some ways you should. In some ways, towels should be hit hard by a machine, by an agent that's strong and powerful. And towels are a whole different disgusting world. But then you have socks and underwear, which to me can be fluff and fold. I actually have hand washed socks and underwear in a pinch, But for the most part, again, those don't have to be cared for. Those are rugged. But t-shirts, button-up shirts, button-down shirts, I guess you'd say. Denim, I will do in the tub, cold, inside out. I'll use the denim wash. You can also use the Way Out West.
Mm-hmm.
And
Don't use a dryer.
don't use a dryer. You really want to change forever the structure of the fabric, kind of weave.
The fit, the feel, everything.
So
stay away from the dryer.
Use room temperature air, room air to dry. That is really how you keep clothes like new forever. I can spot someone wearing a white button down that's been washed and dried from across. It just has of a mealy kind of newspapery kind of look to it because the water made it go like this and the dryer made it snap
Yes.
back. And it's uneven.
And it may not fit that well anymore.
Dry only if you'd like to shrink things. So, and again, people are already trying to get into the soft versus rough towel argument. And this is great on towels too. And you were saying, you're right, it's great on
the sheets.
great on bedding. In fact, one might say that's where you get the most use out of it.
The pillows, like you said, just do the pillows, you know, but there is that experience of getting into your bed when you're exhausted and you have that scent and you almost forget that your sheets are going to smell like that. And then you're like, oh, I mean, I have moments where I'll smell my son's t-shirt and say, what is that? You know, because
Yeah.
it's that unexpected thing.
Yep. That's a cool smelling kid if you're wearing the Way Out West.
Yeah. He's a cool kid. And he smells cool too.
Do not doubt it.
So tell me, we have a question from Archie. What is your favorite clothing item?
What is my favorite clothing item? One piece and one piece only? Probably
well, you can tell us more than one piece. Why not?
It would be any of the really one-of-a-kind robe things that I just know won't exist by any other maker. Like these Visvim robes that I have, I think are like really interesting and
right.
Robes,
and one of a kind. Yeah.
Yeah. Or one of three or one of five, you know. So yeah, the really powerful pieces, the stuff that you just know as you're wearing it that it doesn't really exist anywhere else. I like although lately I'm becoming a little more demure, but I think I still like to differentiate. I still like to wear things that, you know, I think I found growing up that if I was already going to be looked at because of who I was, and someone was already going to do that if I could have some fun with that too, then that would make me feel like I was involved in the whole thing and I wasn't just at the mercy of other people going, hey, that I could be like, hey,
right.
pull it out or something, and that would make me less awkward, which probably is a thoughtful explanation as to why I would wear some far out stuff over the years.
Are there any laundry quirks that you want to share with us? Like anything?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Now, let me say before I get into this that I don't want to be a hypocrite. I've probably done these things myself. I'll do it again. So it's something I try to avoid, but it is something I notice with other people. Number one, drying things that were never meant to be dried. I can see it in a shirt. And if, you know, I got to think if you're someone going into a meeting and you're presenting yourself as a dialed in human being and you're wearing a collared shirt that has been put through the ringer, almost literally, that's something you don't know it's saying about you. And the other thing is, I think if you're buying a shirt that's folded, you're going to have to steam that shirt before you wear it for the first time.
Yes.
I think it's the best fashion faux pas that's ever existed is someone at a party, you having a photo taken of them at an event, and they've got the line here.
Oh, yeah. It's not a good look.
It's that is why I steam everything.
It takes a few minutes to iron that shirt or steam that shirt. I mean, invest in a steamer. For all the guys, girls too, I feel like most women have a steamer in their home. But get a steamer. They're cheap.
Get a steamer.
You can get a travel steamer.
Just
It's like the best investment.
I love steaming. And people need to know that you don't steam from the outside. You steam from the inside. Steaming from the outside will make the whole shirt wet.
Yeah, turn it inside out. That's a good tip.
Well, or go in.
Oh, sure. Yeah, or go in. Yeah.
Careful on the sleeves, because sometimes they just become vortexes of steam heat from your hand. And I've been before shows going, this is not the brightest thing I've ever done.
Right. Heat up that shirt before you go out.
My fingers inside the sleeve and also try to steam, but I'm a daredevil. Old ironing kind of gal. That's not. Hang it in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You can steam. You put on the shower, steam. Some people hang it in the shower, let it steam out. Yeah. What is your favorite laundry hack?
What is my favorite laundry? Well, I'm going to say something you've never heard me say. It's an admission. There's some real nice new new washing machines out there that have wash cycle built into them. Shout out to LG for making a hand wash cycle.
Yeah.
I still hand wash, but I still also outsource sometimes to the washing machine because of their brilliance in adding the hand wash cycle to a machine.
Really, like when you're on the road, you are, and if you can kind of show us your method, that would be great. Like, or explain what you do when you're on the road, because you're not using the machine, right? So
it's gonna blow people's minds. So you're on the road, you know that it's $18 a shirt.
Yeah.
Right, clean, and it's $24 a shirt if you want to do the rush thing. Of course we want the rush thing. What do you think, we're staying here at the hotel for 6 months? Speed is of the essence here in the hotel. And you want the shirt back. You want to be able to wear it tomorrow. You want to reset it. You very simply take off the shirt. You go into the bathroom. Take some of this with you. Fill up the sink. Of course, we have to make sure the gasket's good. A lot of hotel sinks, the gasket's good. You stop the sink up. You fill it with water. You put the shirt in. Put 2 or 3 shirts in if you want. Drizzle the way out west on top. And now, you can't be on your phone while you do this. You happen to be doing it.
You can listen to music, though.
Listen to music, and you just ears might be ringing from the show. You might be thinking to yourself, nobody who went to the show tonight thinks I'm doing this right now. I'm doing an entirely different thing, which is really their fantasy of what they would do. And here I am. People are still driving home, and I'm doing this. And while you're doing that, you're just sort of decompressing. You're just decompressing. And you're going, it's just me and this shirt. And then you let it sit for a while. Meanwhile, now your hands smell good. And there's no harsh agents in this.
No, nothing toxic. You can use your hands, yeah.
You can leave it on your hands a little bit. It's fine. It's not going to dry them out. And then you come back. Now, this is how my brain works. Ooh, I'll check on the shirts. Might be 8, 12, 20 minutes later. I'll check on the shirts because we love little things to do. It's one thing the pandemic sort of brought to is, I'll check on that sweatshirt. Yeah. So then you
a lot of time to check on things. We had a lot of time to check on things.
Go to the and now you take out the stopper and the drain's out, and now you just run it under the water, and then someone just wrote, WTF is this?
Okay, we're launching Way Out West, the new collaboration we just did with John Mayer. It's amazing. Detergent and fabric fresh spray. And
you're about to hear the part 2 to the cliffhanger of how I finish my shirts. So now I rinse it under the water. I lay out a towel. You do take a towel every 2 shirts or so. And I lay the shirt out over the towel. and I fold the towel up over end over end over end over end. And this is where people would have fun picturing this. So the show is over. You're going out to have drinks with your friends. Now I'm kneeling in the bathroom. My kneecaps, my patella to the towel to sort of bring as much water out. Then I undo it. And now I have something that's ready to dry pretty quickly because so much of the water has come out through that process. And then I hang it up. And now this is really interesting. You got to find some creative places to hang it because hotels just don't assume anyone is hand washing. And by the time you wake up the next morning, it's usually ready to be worn again. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, with one small bag of, you know, of clothes to travel with, and this, 4 shirts, 2 pants, send out the underwear, or you can hand wash the underwear if you want, and exist lavishly on the road by just, but we're talking about a time investment of 15, 20, 30 minutes max if you're doing.
And how nice to have just your product and then a few things to wear, not this huge bag carrying around, you know. The other thing is, like, if you're not on the road for touring, like most of us aren't, but when you're traveling, like, think about traveling, like, who wants to bring, like we said, 7 outfits for 7 days? I mean, it becomes really cumbersome, and travel becomes more arduous than it should be, right? So pack less, bring your way out west, right?
Yeah, you don't have to fill out that crazy form that I've never filled out that form in my life. What am I supposed to take ATs? I would tell you how many socks I'm giving you. I just go count them. I don't know. And then also,
how many socks am I know, and well, whether or not they all come back too, right?
I also feel weird sometimes handing someone all my dirty skivvies. It's just one other way to get more mileage out of something, to see things we own as being way more evergreen than we think they are. And that's really interesting to me now. After, look, we've had all the fun. I think I speak for everyone. We've had the joy and the rush of picking up new stuff, buying new stuff. Now it's like this. Now you get a box, very exciting. You split the top, go like this. You've accidentally now cut the thing. You take it out, go try it on, you take it off, hang it out over a chair, and you go, cool, maybe you'll wear it, maybe you won't. That was the experience. That was the, and a lot of times.
That's the ultimate experience, right? Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that moment, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Find the stuff you love. Here's what's great about this. You'll know in 1 week what the clothes you love the most are, because there'll be the ones you use these with. You use this with.
And then you're buying things with purpose, right? Because, which is, and also it's more sustainable. You're not opening that t-shirt, oh great, so excited to wear it, never see it again, let's buy another t-shirt. You know, it's not, you're thinking a little bit differently about your wardrobe, honestly. And again, it doesn't matter if something, it doesn't matter the cost of it. It's more about the investment and caring for it, really, right?
Yep.
So you have it in your life. It's the longevity. You want it around.
It's great. I mean, it changes your relationship with the things you own by being able to participate in keeping them. You just realize a lot of these things are made to go forever. The vintage
exactly
grown up right now, and these are things never cared for. Nobody went, I got to dry clean my Metallica shirt.
Definitely not.
Although I'd like to think that I would be the only Metallica fan who would dry clean.
Who would dry clean it? Yeah, to keep it. But I like when you said about the you were talking about how it's so vintage. You have these vintage T-shirts, and you're like, wait, gotta be really careful on how I care for them.
Those vintage T-shirts are dry clean.
I'm dry cleaning it.
It's already been run through the machine. I just love these. Buying this so my boyfriend smells like John Mayer. Well,
perfect.
Metallica, you never covered a Metallica. By the way, these comments are just the most fun part about
I do want to mention a really important piece of our collaboration, which is the donation to the veterans foundation that's so near and dear to you. And so Heart and Armor, if you want to mention anything about that, because I think we're donating $10,000 today for this exclusive launch. Again, the products are only available right now on Instagram. No one else has it. So if you want to be the first person to have it, which who doesn't want to be the first person to have something? Definitely do that now. But John, if you want to tell us a little bit about your foundation, because I think it's really awesome.
Yeah, the first product that we have, which is Out West, was for charity, and we raised, I think, $100,000 for a Montana Land Preservation Trust. And I wanted to do the same thing, at least for today. If we're going on Instagram Live, Instagram people are always throwing things at you, trying to get you to buy things. And I a couple of weeks ago, and I went, I think I want to do something today that doesn't read as if I'm trying to break into the detergent business, you know? Right. And you were kind enough to, you know, decided, let's give $10,000, which will or won't total sort of what it is we do today, to my foundation, Heart and Armor, which provides health, physical health, mental health care to returning veterans. And it just helps, I think people understand that we do this because it's really fun, first and foremost.
Right. And because we're passionate about it and we love it, and you want to give this experience to other people, and you want it for yourself.
I love
and it's not, you love it. So
products work.
I think
I just got it. I went, people are going to love it.
And also, like, you know, if you why aren't we caring for the things that we love, the clothing we have, the things we care about, our skin, we care about the food we eat, we care about, you know, I don't know what else. We care about our homes, we care about all these things, and then we're forgetting what we're washing, you know, we're not even thinking about what we're washing our clothing with, you know?
It's well worth it. I think for a lot of people, it's not asking them to throw out the thing they normally use and use something different. I think there's a lot of people watching this who will, for the first time, consider using a product like this in the first place, which is really exciting. It's another part of every Sunday, loads of laundry, whether I needed to or not. I also, you know, I have a cleaning lady. I have a woman who comes and cleans that.
Right.
Appreciates when she shows up and there's already half of the work is done. I didn't need to, but I think I like feeling like I have a role in my own life.
Yeah. It makes sense.
It's off of you. I think if you're, especially for men, when you're wearing the shirt that you helped, you got a role in keeping clean and protect, and there's just something about it. Stops being so materialistic and it starts becoming a little bit more of a part of you. And that's why I say, I mean, if you're into fashion, you should be into fabric care. It would be crazy. It would be like loving sports cars and not knowing a thing about what's under the hood.
Right. It's a good analogy. It's true. Well, thanks, John. This is great. I'm so happy we could launch this together and give this exclusivity for today to everyone on. So, and we just, one other person was asking about the scent. The scent is fantastic. It's amorous, it's cedar, sandalwood. There's a little bit of black pepper. It's like super robust, not overwhelming. It's what you want to smell like.
It's huggable.
Is what?
It's huggable.
It's huggable, yes.
Yeah, huggable scent.
It's an easy scent to wear, non-gender specific. It really is something that you want in your life. It's a lifestyle scent.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So thank you, John. It was awesome having the chat. And if anyone has we're going to try and answer everybody's questions. Thank you all for all of your awesome questions. And if you have any further questions, you can DM us and we'll make sure to get back to you. And enjoy Way Out West.
Follow Lindsay and the Laundress because you actually get some really cool laundry tips Like, did you know you could wash your own cardigan or wool sweaters? Find out more. I've just made it interesting.
And there's lots of videos that you can play on repeat. So thanks, John.
Thank you,
It
everyone.
was great chatting with you. Bye. Bye.